I'm having a single mom moment, and if you're not a single mom, then you just probably can't relate to this. But I'm having a single mom moment where I don't want to be responsible. Like and it's not like just when I say moment, I don't mean like just for this moment in these couple of minutes here. Like no, just period. I'm having a moment where I don't want to be responsible. Like I do not want to have to meet my children's needs. I do not want to have to be the sole provider for them. I do not want to have to figure out what the rest of today looks like, or tomorrow, or next week, or next month. I just want to like not have to worry. I just
Well, you should have picked a good man. Marry before you carry. But
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts.
I am inevitable.
it seems like you let Nug Nug shoot the club up. This is what it looks like.
Young ladies who have yet to make this mistake, you do not have to live through this nightmare. She is going through a nightmare, a never ending nightmare. Y'all know the never ending story? This is Bone Quisha's never ending nightmare of single momdom. You do not have to be the sole provider for your kids. Like Miss X said, it's a wild, wild thought, but if you use your common sense and get with a man with the thought of raising a family together and getting married, you don't have to be the sole provider. You can have help. And if you move a certain way, you don't have to financially provide at all in some instances. It's amazing. It's like the world is your oyster. You just can't mismanage your God-given value.
just want to not have to worry. I want to know what it feels like to not have to think about what I need to be doing for them. I'm having a moment. I'm having a single mom moment where like I low-key just want to run away somewhere. Like I just want to get away and be by myself. And I want to have all of my needs met. Like I don't even want to have to think about my needs. I want to have all of my needs that I don't even know that I have yet. I want those needs to be met. Like I want to know what that looks like and what that feels like. My son is 13. For the last 13 years, I've always been the provider. I've always been the one that's been responsible. I don't want to be responsible. Like, I don't want to be responsible right now. I don't. I'm going to be because that's my position and my role. But baby, I don't want to be responsible. Can any other single moms relate to that? Like, I'm just really having a breakdown moment where I don't want, and I'm not even mad. I'm not upset. I feel good. I want to feel better, but I feel good. Like I don't have any complaints. It's nothing specific. I just don't want to be responsible. I just don't. Like being the only responsible parent. It's ghetto. So ghetto, yo.
Huh.
This is what it sounds like when the doves cry.
It's over. Winter is here. She can't pinpoint one specific thing. It's the whole experience. It wore her out because it's unnatural. You ain't supposed to be doing it by yourself. Y'all thought y'all could. Y'all were lied to.
If you were a young child or a baby and this was your mom up here proclaiming this, giving this whiny dove cry single baby mama manifesto, would you be happy this your mama? She said, I pretty much she don't want to be a mom, but she gonna do it because she don't have a choice. Shout out to my college coach. It's just not what you do, it's how you do it. I got enthusiasm about being a father. Take it very seriously. What are you talking about? You don't want that's a terrible childhood experience. A mom that's there simply because she got to be. Then you know what? She ain't gonna be there too long. Yeah, that don't work like that. She will be gone. Or not. Well, I don't know what's worse, just gone or there physically and not there mentally. Either way, she gonna be gone.
Ghetto. Who else can relate?
I really hate being a mom with depression because the days when I don't feel good, I still have to show up and perform. I literally cried on the way to work this morning, bawling my eyes out. Even cried in the parking lot at the job before I went into the building. But then I had to dry my shit up, zip up my jacket, pull up my pants, and go into the work and perform. I then proceeded to cry at my desk on accident. As soon as a coworker asked me, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" I know I've been on TikTok and I've been, you know, posting videos, dancing, happy, haha, kiki. But if I'm being honest with myself and I'm being honest with y'all, I'm hurting. Mentally, I'm struggling. And it's been harder and harder to get through each day.
Here we go. We've been talking about it. We tell y'all, don't listen to these women when they on TikTok dancing or they up on the Kundra show lying about how much money they make. They are miserable for the most part, majority. He says, I'm on TikTok laughing and dancing, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm struggling. I'm down bad.
Blessings to this sister. Bless her for keeping it a buck. There you go. Single mamas to be. Single momdom is like Hellraiser. Once the clock strikes midnight, demonic oddities just start creeping over out your bed. All discombobulated malefactors. That's what they explaining. Some old, dystopian. What's the video game? Max Payne. Mad Max type vibes. This is their existence, and then they put on the clown face for TikTok. So to try to impress the multitude, blessings to her for calling that ish out. We not impressed, and we don't believe y'all. It's fake joy.
And this woman got 3 piercings in her nose. Like she just wanted to feel pain. She probably got all kind of tattoos, other piercings, other places.
Yeah, she like to be choked when she hunts, spit in her mouth. I might punch in the forehead, all that.
The downside to things is, if you've been following me, I just got out of jail earlier this year. I went to jail for pretty much having a mental breakdown. I've suffered with a lot of depression, postpartum, and anxiety for the last couple of years. But when I asked for help, it was to no avail. And when I broke, I was arrested and looked at like a criminal versus somebody who is just really reaching out and is in need of help. So here we are again, months down the line, and I can feel my mental.
Well, I would say, welcome to America. All right, Bonquisha, the nut houses are closed. Everybody goes to jail for rehabilitation. The only rehabilitation is behind them cold steel bars. She said, I tried to tell them I don't need to be in jail because I'm crazy. Y'all got to send me somewhere else. They said, hell no, to the jail.
It's only one place for y'all. Shout out to Nixon. Then he closed down all the crazy houses. We willing to open them up if we can get some government funding. We open it up. Have Leon King being the head orderly. Ooh, I just got some visuals. Leon King, the head orderly. He like running that thing like a warden, baby. Yeah, shout out to Leon King. Can you see it? That's at best. So you either get Leon King being your head orderly / warden, or you go to the Hooskow.
Capacity kind of falling apart on me. And that's because I've been trying to stay on top of everything, being there for my kids, knowing they don't have their dad around. My kids don't have grandparents like that, you know what I'm saying? So just everything, I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of them, I have to take care of this, I have to take care of that. And I know just saying it like that, it may not seem overwhelming, but I'm a mother of 6, okay? And I've been left to deal with a lot when it pertains to my kids, all by myself. And that's with my older 3 who are now older, and then even with my new set of 3. It's been a lot. But then I find myself extremely scared now to kind of reach out or even express the fact that my mental space is falling apart again because I'm on probation now, and before they didn't help me. They criminalized me and made it harder for me to move forward in life.
Here we go. She's a victim. One thing we know, you kept letting Nug Nug shoot the club up.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts.
That's just what it is. I ain't got no help from my baby daddy. I got cautionary tales. I tell y'all all the time, show this to the babies, younger women without children. When y'all think it's a joke, when they think it's a game, we got the footage. It's documented.
Sister, you out here got 6 kids by X amount of men. Between 4 and 6. We're gonna round it down, yeah. Between 4 and 6. So you 6 for 6. And you got the nerve to say that you had a mental breakdown and Johnny Law apprehended you, and that made your life more difficult. They got to pass the buck. Kev said it best. May he rest in peace. Accountability is like kryptonite for females like this. Want to know why it's amazing? Because if they acknowledge their hand in their effed up life, they can start to make a positive change. That's the magic. When you sit there and say, I'm effed up, the way I'm moving is all wonky. I'm a liar and the truth ain't in me. Then you exercise the demons in you and then you could change. But if you don't acknowledge the problem, how can you correct it?
I'll say this. She may be foobar, but one thing we know.
But I know I got 6 children. Sure do. So that tell you that this cootie cutter was good. It was real good. It was good. Finger licking good. You hear me? Go get you what you want.
Yeah. Claudine had 6 kids too. This is a modern day Claudine. Leon, go clean her up. Walk it like you talk it. I'm tired of you ninjas doing the talking. Walk it, Leon. You can be like the guy in the movie. Be a legend.
Yeah, Leon, because you wild, brother. You was like, Claudine was a good woman. I didn't get to see it all. That's my disclaimer. But when my brother walked in that house and all them kids was running around screaming, jumping off the walls, and she yelling at him, I ain't seeing it, man. Go get your queen, ninja.
Life, and I've done pretty well in kind of jumping over the hurdles, that they put in front of me. But that has been, it's been in addition to my mental break. I'm fighting between being a good mom, being here for my kids, and wanting to just say fuck it all and be selfish for myself. The downside to that is I can't give up on my kids.
They all saying the same thing. F them kids. The woman before her, I'm tired. I don't want responsibility. I don't want to have to take care of these kids. F these kids. Give them to the daddies. Give them up to the system. Women did that back in the day. Go live your best life. Go ahead.
There you go. Sisters, my goodness, we giving y'all a way out. I don't know too many spaces that acknowledge that y'all need to especially give the boys, especially the boys, to their fathers after 5, 6, especially 7. Y'all soul influence is detrimental, and I mean that in the most loving way. Yeah, because y'all reach for enmeshment. Where fathers, we recognize this young boy's gonna have a burden on his shoulders. That's the difference. But I tell you what, latest study showed that any child, a young girl, a young man being raised in a single father household is roughly the equivalent to being raised in a 2-parent household. Just some thought for y'all out there.
Because their dad is nowhere around. They haven't spoken to this man. No texts, no calls. I don't even think the man cares if these kids are alive, you know? And there's nobody else. So all they have is me.
I mean, we just said it. You let this man hit it raw. Where we at?
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts.
It's a direct reflection. So just as much as you think you are ishing on him, how you allowed a man to go up in you raw, leave babies in you, and he don't want nothing to do with the kids. It's a direct reflection on you. Granted, he could be a piece of crap. Granted, it's a direct reflection, which means you are also a piece of crap.
I know some of these post hunch situations gotta be so awkward. Like, yeah, they ain't like they going on dates and having a good romantic night and building up to this. They both end up drunk and inebriated. Next thing you know, Weenie is in Virginia, and they get done, probably look at each other like, oh, we probably shouldn't have did that, huh? And then a baby is born. That's how these babies are born and brought into the world. Then they got the nerve to sit here talking about he don't want to be with his kid. He was just trying to bust a nut. Nothing more. Half the time these ninjas like, hey, you know what I mean? You know what I did? Here's what is it? $65, $50 for the plan B? Yeah, y'all know what it is, and y'all fight it. Anybody, I'm keeping this baby. Nigga, I don't care.
Listen, y'all gonna learn one day.
The nigga told me he loved me for the rest of his life. I was gonna be his wife and I was gonna have his kids. Don't listen to no nigga. Don't listen to nobody, because at the end of the day, they gonna break your heart. And you're gonna be sitting here looking stupid like me.
I agree.
You know how hard that is? when there's nobody else, it's only you, and you're falling apart. You don't have any time to focus on you or to even work on healing yourself. Mental health is very real, and it's scary, it's exhausting, it's overwhelming. Yet here I am. Here we go, another day. Let Tatiana get to work so she can get her life together for her kids. Let Tatiana make some money so she can do something else for the kids or do something. We'll revisit her mental health when she has a moment to.
Listen, I love these videos. Like, seriously, this is really a cautionary tale. You got teenage daughters or even college age, height, whatever. I mean, come on now. Show them this stuff. It's going to sink. You're going to plant seeds, man. They got to see it.
Thank you. Gotta scare them straight. Like, if all they see is this and don't have anything to compare it to, any contrast, we know then that's all you know. You can't, again, maybe as adults that wake up and do some healing, we could learn to pour from an empty cup, but children cannot. They can't do it. Their brains ain't fully developed. They can't think that deep into it. Mama's doing it, I'ma do it. Mama and auntie move this way, I'ma do it. But if they sit here and see other women that look like they mama and look like they auntie saying otherwise, and they brains it like, wait a minute, mommy is always crying. Mommy don't really seem like she like us. See? Then they can, that seed is planted. God, please let it grow.
Have a good day, y'all.
You too.
I've seen a lot of different takes, think pieces, even compilation videos on the tragic life that is single motherhood. And I want to give my perspective on it as someone who was the product of single motherhood. My mother was a single mom of 5. I am the second oldest, which means I had to grow up quick. Okay. And not in the way that you think. When I was old enough to legally get my working papers, I got my working papers and I was working at 14, because if I didn't lift that weight off my mom financially, who was nobody. So,
not your job.
Yeah, no time for games. She's full grown. No. Sorry, I have to always make a joke out of this type of stuff.
Because it hurts.
Yeah, we struggled. Okay, she's a single mom of 5. We struggled bad. And when I say struggled, I mean, we lived in shelters. We have lived in motels. We have, there were times we went without hot water and we had to boil water to take a bird bath. There were times where the oven was the heater for the house because it's off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Look at his sister. Not a bad. This is why some of our sisters are so traumatized. They couldn't even begin to start loving themselves because it's all rooted in trauma, thanks to mama and mama's bad decisions. All right. She said I was working at 14 years old, had to help mama with the bills. And ever since then, she's been a grown woman. Her childhood innocence was stolen. You ain't allowed to be a kid. People say, oh, that's 14. You grown. What?
yo.
What it does, she got to laugh through the pain because she started crying. She's like, I had to get up early. I had to help mama take some of that stress off her shoulders. She got stuck because she took that on like a man. It's not your fault, sister. It's not your fault.
Because mama had 5 kids. And more than likely, this woman is probably childless, right? She probably making all the right decisions on that front because she know. But her mental is gone. Now she ain't good for a man because mama ruined you.
This is deep, man. Sisters like this, my heart goes out to her, man. You got sister like this, you got to find you a more soft-hearted, good, wholesome brother. Because an ambitious, man, he's not going to be willing to deal with your damage. It's just my observation.
Lights is out, you got candles. Like, sometimes that just was what it was because she could not afford it. And like that shit was not for the weak. There was times like growing up, all I knew was Section 8 and EBT, honey. If my mom paid cash for food, she was livid. Okay, so trust. I've seen the struggles in 4 fucking K. I was right there. And I see a lot of like think pieces like, oh, like one thing I don't like, and I'm just gonna put this out there, I don't like when single moms like to project their trauma because they're not with the man that they had children with. One thing I don't like is that they try to put that onto women that are actively with men and their men are involved in their child's life, and they try to like strip that from those women. Like, I don't like that. Not everyone's living your life, and you have to accept that. You have to accept that. And I empathize with single mothers. My mother was a single mother. I seen the struggle. I know the struggle. Okay, I used to be in that social services office a lot. So I get it. I get it. Trust. I get it.
Trauma. And shout out to JP. This is why you don't want to be dragging your kids through the muck with you. All right, I was in them social offices. I was doing this. I was doing that. It's just trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma. And then it's stacked too high. You can't do nothing with it.
You know, no young boys nor young girls come out this unscathed. But girls process it differently, man. That's my understanding. You know, I love my sister. We both went through child care system, but we processed it totally different. We was in the same foster homes. I hate this for you sisters, man. Y'all got to start speaking up. Y'all are not boys. It's y'all trying to take on the burden of a man, and y'all bodies are physically showing y'all unable to do it. Look at this sister. She ain't coming off ratchet. But man, the pain is up front and center when she sat there and bucked her ass. I was in them offices. I hate to see these sisters like that. Like, again, a man that's on his square, that's to earn his value, conquer the world a bit. He's not going to be willing to deal with this kind of personality. Find you a softer brother if you want that.
But I do believe it gets to a point where you have to hold yourself accountable in more ways than one. Like, yeah, hold yourself accountable. This is your mess and you're going to have to deal with it. Yeah, that's just like the surface. But what are you going to do to make sure your kids have structure? And what are you going to do to make sure that you're good? Because no one's coming to save you. And that's one thing that I did not like when it came to my mother. And I don't like when it comes to a lot of women, because a lot of mothers that I come across who are single mothers have the same mentality as my mom. And I get triggered and I can't even... I can't even, because it's just like this save me mentality, and I understand why, because you're doing it alone, but no one's coming. And that's the fucking sad truth. No one's coming. The government will help a little bit. Child support ain't gonna do shit. And yeah. And a lot of women choose to be single moms. A lot of women do not. And it just fucking is their life. And it does suck. And the people who suffer the most are not you. It's your children. So,
and this is part of the problem is we got to set a new standard going forward. All right. We can't keep dwelling on Bonquisha who made mistakes. We got to draw a line and say from this point forward, we can't keep using the same excuses. Granted, Bonquisha, you was with a guy for 10 years. He left you. Granted, there are examples. But from it, why weren't y'all married? Why wasn't all these other things? Tell the whole truth. It was always toxic. All right. So we ain't about to play these games. There's only one way to do it, and we can't keep making excuses.
There you go. Marriage, just a beautiful thing. This is coming from a project crack baby that didn't see marriage growing up. But thank God he gave me the little bit of wisdom and knowledge to know that you find the right person, you get married, and you make this happen, man.
So do with that what you will. I've seen a lot of despair in women when they are single moms. I see them trying to look for someone to just save them from their own mess. And I'm just saying, like, nobody's coming. No new man is coming. No, if someone does come for you, I love that for you. And I love.
And that's what's wrong with movies like Claudine. It's propaganda. Like, seriously. Yeah, these single moms are just waiting, thinking somebody gonna come save them from their own life of mistakes. That's wicked.
That big old brother, what's his name? Earl Jones, something. That brother walked, that big old cock diesel brother out there working that good old municipality job. Come on, man. Like, that's the wicked part, Brother Leon King. Like, we can't be having these sisters think they about to land some 6'6" brawling brother. No. Yo dude gonna have a pot belly and be built like Danny DeVito at best. Stop lying to him. Let it sink in.
that someone came for you. But for a lot of women, no one's coming. And I wish that was like accepted, because children wouldn't suffer as much as they do with their mom. And I've also witnessed, not even from my own, but because I have witnessed this from my own mom, but even from other moms, how when a man doesn't step up and save them from the mess that they made, which is having all these children and not being able to provide for them fully, they look for their children to do it. And I've seen this so many times. So many times. They look for their children to come get them out of their rut that they did. So I just think that single moms need to be more accountable, and you just need to accept the hard truth. And that is that nobody is coming. And I'm sorry that this is your life. I'm sorry. It sucks. But your children will suffer more than you. Also, I like to put out there that I am no contact with my mom.
Yeah. No contact with your mom, no. Your mom that had 5 kids. Look at that smile at the end. This woman wicked. It says the tragic life, the title, The Tragic Life of Single Motherhood, the product's perspective. That's what Mr. Walker, that's what we both give y'all. We sit up here giving y'all the product's perspective. So we need more men and women, especially women, giving the product's perspective.
Because we acknowledge society don't care about what we got to say. They don't care about our pain and hurt. Men, burden of a man. Yeah, they don't care about your pain. That's why you got to sit up here. You got to be healed, because you can't be up here emotional. None of that. They don't give a dang. But you sisters, y'all can get a better outcome. Y'all get a much more effective outcome by coming here telling y'all truth, man. And I'm telling y'all what I know and what's being proven to us today. Melanated sisters claiming to be a single mom by choice is one of the sickest, most wickedest tricks ever played on y'all. It's proven. This is a case study. All of us, we are the bastard children of bastards. Some of us. It's deep. It's deep. Look at this sister. Like y'all, this is not a bad looking sister. Like outside of her trauma, come on, man. Probably could be a wife. She definitely got the spirit. She got a trying, ambitious spirit. She helped her mom at 14. She acknowledging what happened to her. I hate this for you sisters, man.
So here we go. As far as these women go, Glaze Galaxy.
They're used to it.
We got us the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go. Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark-winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime. And no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.
Poor sister. She said at the end, these single moms be forcing their children to come and help them with a mess. Then she ended, I'm no contact with my mom. We feel you, sister. Blessings to you.
That part. So if you're just coming in, make sure you hit the like button,